Okay, let me go ahead and get things underway here. And let's see, there we go. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here. And if you were kind of tuned into the stream and found it a little rough a little while ago, um, we've had connection issues on this channel before. And I'm hoping that the ones tonight that were in the last few minutes are just the result of some kind of last bits of congestion that maybe uh, kind of built up in the router after the hurricane. I don't know for certain what the deal is, but it looks like, at least for now, we aren't having to deal with it anymore. So I hope and pray that that's the case here, because it is always very frustrating when we get disconnected and then the stream stops, and then everybody sends me messages in the chat going, hey, it's not working. You're up and down." So hopefully that is not going to be the case, but I figured I should at least mention it before we go ahead and get started tonight. So I am still setting up for Star Wars The Acolyte. The reason that I have a new or that I'm starting the stream a little bit early is simply because I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about a couple of things that I am planning on doing. One of which you might have done a poll about earlier today. I sent out a poll that basically said, "Hey, what for those of you who watch my watch along streams, when I do the shows, what do you prefer? Um, do you want me to do like a single stream for each episode of a show? Should I do like a stream that has multiple episodes of a show on it?" That's kind of what I'm doing. Like with the Acolyte, I'm doing that mostly one at a time. I think the exception was like the first two episodes. I did them all in one stream. And then, for like Spider-Man the animated series, I'm watching those like four episodes on one stream at a time. And we got some differing perspectives from you guys, and I would just like to go ahead and take a quick look at them. Last I checked, we were basically in favor of doing one episode per stream. So far, we've got 6 votes, 4 of whom say do one episode per stream, and then 2 of you are like, no, do multiple episodes per stream. Um, each of them has their advantages and their disadvantages. And the biggest advantage for doing one episode per stream is that, at least for when I get around to making these into reaction videos, it makes it very easy to just kind of like, have it all there, the full package, kind of all in one space ready to go. I don't have to cut significant portions away, and so on and so forth. One of the disadvantages is if I make a stream for each episode, they can kind of butt up against each other and, push the others aside. I'm I'm thinking there are ways to get around that. I think that like if I do a stream for like a 25-minute episode of a show, I can just do like a 40-minute stream, so that way there's plenty of time to get through the show, to talk about things that we like about the show, maybe that we didn't like, and then just kind of move on from there. So that might have some influence on how many streams I do for, or how many episodes I do for each stream, and that's a-okay. We're gonna probably try it. I mean, I've tried it this way for a while. We might try the one episode per stream format for a little bit too. Also, I want to show you guys something. We're gonna go over here to the gaming screen and ignore the lack of signal from the Elgato. But look, I got the trouble cam on here, and you can just barely see her. She's lying down on her table, and she's getting pets from me right now. I just wanted to show that off because she cute and she my kitty and I love her. And so assuming I do a watch along, or not a watch along, assuming I do a gaming stream tonight, and I probably will after we're done with the Acolyte, then we'll probably go ahead and incorporate that into the into the staging space. So, but yeah, Miss Trouble is right over here, and she's just very happy to be near her dad, and I love that. So, um, so we're doing episode 7 of the Acolyte tonight on this stream. And then we're going to do episode 8 tomorrow when it airs on Disney Plus. And I am very much looking like this probably sounds terrible for me to say, but it really isn't meant this way. But I am looking forward to getting through the show and being done with it. It's not because I think it's a bad show at all. I think it's a fine show that I've been very entertained by. But I have definitely been thinking about like other shows that I want to watch afterwards. And for those of you that don't already know, um, I finished season 2 of Spider-Man the Animated Series right before Hurricane Beryl hit. And now that we basically missed a week of streaming. But now that we've finished season 2, I'm going to go ahead and take a break before we get around to season 3. And what we're going to be watching between those seasons is going to be season 1 of Primal by Gendy Tartakovsky. And so we'll be doing that on Fridays. And I think we've got enough time in a 2-hour block. If I do 3 separate streams, like one for each episode, then we can do like 3 episodes within 2 hours. So we're gonna try to watch the first 3 episodes of Primal on Friday, and then next week when we get around to the Tuesday watch along, we are going to be watching. I don't know yet how many. Oh, excuse me. I don't know yet how many episodes, but we're going to be watching Star Wars Andor because people have been telling me, "Oh my God, why have you not seen this show? It's so good." And my only defense is that I watched the first episode. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to it. That's on me. And at the end of that first episode, I just was not drawn in enough to give it a shot. Now that was, again, probably not my brightest moment, but I have gone ahead and decided we're gonna give it, the good old college try, and we're gonna go ahead and watch Star Wars Andor on Tuesday evenings now. And since Andor, I mean, I should be able to get home and start watching it by about 8 o'clock. And what's the average episode length for an episode of Andor? I'm gonna check Star Wars Andor episode run times. Episode 1 will be 39 minutes. Episode 2 will be 35 minutes. Episode 3 will be 40 minutes. And episode 4 will be 47 minutes. And that's just the first 4 episodes. So I guess plan for about 45-minute episodes. So I would probably say give myself an hour per stream. And we'll go ahead and just kind of start doing that in the near future. Hello, Trouble. Hello, you guys should. She's staring at me right now. I'll show you. I will show you. Look at her. She's just staring at me. She's like, Dad, I want your attention, please. Give it to me. So I am still working on getting the Disney Plus set up, the Acolyte, getting that set up, which we've got it right there. We're going to need to go ahead and plug in the headphones in a minute here. But let's go ahead and jump back over to here where there shouldn't be any issues. There we go. Very, very nice. So, hello, Miss Trouble. How are you? How are you this evening? She's so sweet. She's so sweet. She's so beautiful. She's my kitty and I love her. She is the bestest kitty. Okay, let me move things over. Okay, did we have a brief disconnection? Because I'm getting a message from chat saying that we were briefly that we were disconnected, and now that we've reconnected, hopefully it didn't last for very long. But I was hoping we were done with those, so we'll see. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Sorry. I had a message to check. So, Trouble. Hi. How are you? You're such a sweet kitty. You're the sweetest kitty and I love you. Yes, I do. Yeah. Oh, oh, she's so sweet. She's my sweet kitty. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She is my sweet kitty and I love her. Sorry, guys, but if you come to my channel, you're going to see a lot of me snuggling and petting and loving on Trouble here because she is the bestest cat. So, all right. Let me go ahead. Okay. Sorry, baby. I need you to move. I need you to move. There we go. No, Daddy needs his headphones. Yeah, Dad needs his headphones. There we go. Okay. And then we have to come over here. Hi. Okay. All right. So we should be set up now that it should eliminate desktop audio. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the show and hopefully get the trailer out of the way. Do me a favor, if anyone is in chat, let me know if you hear the kind of intro Disney Plus thing that's probably going to play right before the episode starts. So, all right, let's go ahead. Okay, it definitely played in the headphones, so I didn't hear it out here. So you guys should be okay. Hopefully you didn't hear anything, and okay. All right, so we are good to go. We still got about 10 minutes before we get started, but I want to go ahead and say hello to KG. Good to see you. Welcome. So, Kay, where I am loaded up at is I've clicked on the episode on Disney Plus, and then it's played that little Disney Plus like logo thing, and then as soon as it went to the show's timeline, I immediately paused it. So we should be like right on when the show begins, which will probably be like the Disney Star Wars logo and everything. Trouble. Hi, sweetie. Hi. How are you? I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. I love you very much. Okay, let me show you something. I'm gonna go back to this overlay real quick. Take a look at my gaming overlay. Look, we've got the trouble cam. We've got the trouble cam all good to go. So now Trouble can join us for video games. I think that's pretty cool. So, and Trouble just likes to be pet and loved on. So, I am happy to do that for her. So, Trouble, Trouble Kay says hi. You wanna look at the camera, or do you wanna look at that camera over there? Look, look. Oh, she's such a pretty kitty. I love her. I love her so much. She is my best girl. So, you got both your kitties with you? Yay! So yeah, my cat daughter here is just being affectionate and trying to get as much of dad's attention as she can. So, which is good because I likes giving her attention. She is very lovable, and she is my baby, and I love her. Yes, I do. I love you, Trouble. So, anyways, Kate, how have you been? As you can see, this last week has been a bit of a trial, and I mean, for the most part, we were fine. We did have power from generators. We weren't completely powerless, but it's still not the best way to live because everything is on a timer. Um, and then you have to go and get gas and gas it up whenever it runs out. And it's just you're still on edge when you're living that way. But we didn't have to throw out any food from our refrigerator or our freezers or anything like that. And essentially, we were able to more or less keep things copacetic. I didn't go online during that time because I just didn't want to be using up extra power and bandwidth, for streaming and stuff like that. So, but overall, did okay. Was not able to stream for a week. Oh my God. That drove me crazy. Trouble, you can't be there. No, you've caused too many issues doing this. No, you cannot be over there. You can be here, okay? You can be over here on this table. Yeah. Or you can be on this table over here. But you cannot come up on the desk and lay down. No, no. You like to snuggle the mouse too much. You like to kick the keyboard. I just can't have it. No. I don't know if you can actually see me petting her from this angle. She's like barely in frame right now. So, but she's a sweet kitty, and she better know her dad loves her. Her dad loves her very much. So, but anyways, we're about 5 minutes away from starting. For those of you that are coming in and trickling in, welcome. Good to see you. I'd like to let you know a couple of things. And I should have taken notes before I did this, so I'm kind of playing it by ear. But we got a couple of things coming up. So we're going to do episode 7 of The Acolyte tonight. And then we're going to do episode 8 of The Acolyte tomorrow night when it airs. I think I'm looking at a 9 or a 9:30 stream time. I don't remember what it is offhand, but it's one of the two. If you got the Facebook notification, then you probably know more than I do at this particular moment. So, next Tuesday, okay, you're going to be happy to hear this. Next Tuesday, we're going to start watching episodes of Star Wars Andor, which I have never really seen. I've seen one episode, and I wasn't paying very close attention while I watched it. I was kind of poking my phone and doing other things, so I wasn't really paying much attention. And then by the time it was over, I was just like, I don't know. Now, here's the thing. I've done this with other shows that I've ended up loving, okay? Has anyone here watched The Haunting of Hill House? Because that's a good show. That is a good horror show if you ever want to watch that sort of thing. The Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House, really good. First time I watched the first episode, I didn't pay attention to it. I wasn't pulled in, and I just ignored it. And then my girlfriend at the time was like, no, it's so good. You got to watch it. And so I sat down and I watched it with her. there is something to be said for your motivation when you've got a beautiful woman sitting there telling you, no, 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 you need to watch this. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I should watch this, you know. But anyways, I watched it. I loved it. It was so good. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case with Star Wars Andor as well. I'm thinking that since it's a show that has already aired, we've got multiple episodes out, we could probably watch at least two episodes and just kind of do Star Wars Andor for like 6 weeks on Tuesdays. So that's kind of the tentative plan for that. And then I managed to finish season 2 of the Spider-Man animated series right before Beryl came and knocked us out. So we've got a new show that we're going to watch before we get into season 3 of Spider-Man, and that is going to be Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal. And I've taken a look at it, and it looks like the episodes are like between, I don't know, 20 and 30 minutes in length. And so I'm going to do like a 40-minute stream per episode. And so we're going to do like the first 3 episodes this Friday. I've heard that it's really good. A lot of people voted for it. So I'm excited to see it. It looks like it's on several different streaming platforms, a couple of which I should have access to. So it's going to do like, it's going to be like several kind of like little trial runs before we really kind of get into it. So, all right, Andor mostly does 3 episode arcs though. I just don't know about doing because I know I'm gonna need at least an hour stream per episode, and at least the first 4 episodes are at least like they're like between the 35 and the 50-minute mark. So I think I may have to, because our options are do the 1 episode at a time and give myself an hour per episode and just go from 8 to 10. If we do 3 episodes, it's going to be 8 to 11. Whew. So I don't know. So yeah, I think we're going to stick with 2 for now. We'll see how it goes. But I think at least for the first bit, we're gonna do that. So, and then after that, Spider-Man season 3 will follow season 1 of Primal on Fridays. All right, Fridays are gonna kind of be like my Spider-Man watch-along streams, whether it's an animated Spider-Man show or it's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, which Disney Plus, if you know what's good for you, you're gonna put that out this year. All right. I haven't heard when that's gonna happen. The last time they gave a release date for it, it was slated for November 2nd. But I also hear that they're going to give a release date and hopefully a schedule and maybe some extra footage from the show at D23, which is going to be happening next month in August. So I'm hoping that we get more information on that as well. But I think Friday nights are going to be my Spider-Man streaming nights that will be interspersed with other things. And then Tuesday nights is going to be for like other stuff. So those are some things that I'm definitely going to be working on. Couple of other quick announcements, and please feel free to let other people know about it if you think it's interesting. I think when I do like the first live stream of the month, it's going to be kind of it'll be at the start of like a gaming stream or a watch along stream. But what we're going to do is on the first or near the first of each month, I'm going to do like kind of an upcoming media for the month, stuff that I'm looking forward to that I know is releasing. Like I have a pretty good idea of stuff that's releasing in August. And so like on August 1st, which will be Spider-Man Day, I'll probably be doing something specially for Spider-Man Day. But I'll probably also talk about like, because I know that Star Wars Outlaws comes out on August 30th, and there's like I think a Batman show that premieres on August 1st, and there's like a couple of new movies that I'm kind of sort of interested in seeing. And so like I'll tell you guys about those things at the start of the month, and then we can see about trying to plan content around that. So that is the thing there that I'm kind of excited about that I want to start doing. And then final bit before we start getting ready to watch The Acolyte is that I want to go back to doing live trailer reactions. I haven't done those in a while. And guys, I haven't watched the Captain America Brave New World trailer yet. I mean, we should do something about that, right? Right? Should we do something about that? Should we like maybe, you know, do a trailer reaction tonight? I'm just saying it could happen. So, all right. So I think we're going to go ahead and get ready for the Acolyte. For those of you that wish to follow along with me, just want you to know I've got the episode queued up already. It's on the 0 mark of the main timeline. So you know how like when you click on an episode on Disney Plus, it'll take a second to play like the Disney Plus logo and do a little bit of music. I went past that and then have hit it on 0 seconds on the Acolyte's episode timeline. So it will include things like the Disney Plus Star Wars logo intro and stuff like that. But I just went past the Disney Plus logo. So, anyways, let's see. And I'm going to just look at chat real quick before we get started. And/or start slow unfolds like a beautiful flower. They do mostly 3-ep arcs, but 2-eps per turn would work, being 12 episodes total. What are your predictions for this episode of The Acolyte? Okay, all right. So, when episode 6 of The Acolyte left off, we basically had Mae had been basically discovered by Soul, and I looked like he took her and is like, I think he's like, we're going back to Brendok. So I guess one thing that I'm expecting for this episode, if they stay on this plot thread, is that we're hopefully gonna find out from Soul or another fairly reliable seeming source what actually happened that night. What happened during that fire? Why were those witches already dead? I have predictions that the Jedi are going to be found to have been behaving less than nobly during that incident. So that's one of my predictions. I'm kind of wondering if Jason or Manny Jacinto's character, the stranger, the Sith Lord, to me, he's always going to be Jason from The Good Place. And I know a lot of my friends refer to him as Space Jason. So I'm just going to call him Space Jason for now. But I think Space Jason is going to be at least moderately successful in trying to turn Osha to become his apprentice now. And Mae, I have no idea what's going to happen with Mae. I'm just going to be flat out honest, you know, just like, yep, okay. He's you know, like it whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So all right, okay. Let's see. And Sith Apple has dropped by. Good evening, Spidey. I dropped a like. I'm on a friend's birthday stream. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for stopping by, Sith. Much appreciated. And hopefully we'll see more of you during this episode. So I think we're going to get ready. We're going to go ahead and get ready for this episode of Star Wars The Acolyte. This is going to be episode 7. Now, for those of you who don't already know, I do these streams with the hope of eventually making these into reaction videos that I'll upload to my channel. It's going to take me forever because I'm not a strong editor, and I don't have, I'm working with an editor, but he and I are both working slow. It's much more my fault than it is his, though. So but it's just going to take a while. But I shoot them where I do, like, you know, I pretend I'm recording and then I do the intro and all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, hail to the geeks is here. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're about to get started. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get that part out of the way, and then I will give out the thwip right before I start the show. And so we're going to go ahead and get ready to do the kind of the pre-recording part right now, okay? House of X is here. All the cool kids are showing up. Yay! Guys, feel free to chat during the episode. I probably won't acknowledge the chat during the episode, but I definitely will go over the chat once the episode is over. Okay? All right. Okay, here we go. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and today I'm coming at you with episode 7. Hold on. Gonna do that again. Sorry. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and today I'm coming at you with episode 7 of season 1 of Star Wars: The Acolyte. Oh boy. I messed it up again. Wow. I'm really good at messing things up, just so you guys know. So should I make a blooper reel? I'm gonna put that to a poll. All right. I'm just seriously gonna ask, should I create an uploaded blooper reel? There we go. And the yes and no's are already there. So there we go. So let me know. Anyways, okay. All right, we're gonna go again. Okay, here we are. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to another Watch and React Watch and React 4. Okay, yeah, prepositions. Here we go. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to another Watch and React for episode 7 of Star Wars: The Acolyte. Oh boy. So, I've got to say, I might be in the minority here, but I really have been enjoying this show. I really like their exploration of the Jedi Order and basically other Force-using traditions than them, in addition to kind of the narrative drama that is unfolding between Osha and Mae and Soul and the Stranger, who I just refer to as Space Jason because Manny Jacinto is always going to be Jason from The Good Place. So if you haven't seen The Good Place, go watch it. It's so good. It is so good. I still watch I do watch throughs of that show occasionally. The series finale still makes me cry happy tears. So anyways, I know I'm on a tangent here. But a lot happened in that previous episode, so what I'm hoping to see is a lot of details emerge about the night in question on Brendok. There are so many unanswered questions that I have about that event. Like, how did that fire kill all those witches that quickly? Were the witches killed by the fire? I kind of wonder about it. Did Mae actually start that fire? We saw her light the book on fire, but we didn't see her actually throw the book down on the ground or at the door and actually start the fire. What else? Just what were the Jedi's role? Like, what was the role of the Jedi that were there that evening? I wonder about those and have been wondering about those things for many episodes, even as Space Jason was chopping apart all the Jedi in episode 5 except for Soul. So I am looking forward to seeing, hopefully, the answers to at least some of those questions. We might not get everything by the end of this episode, but the finale is just one episode away after this one. So anyways, I am looking forward. I've really enjoyed this show. I know that the show has gotten a lot of criticism online from a lot of Star Wars fans. It's apparently been a very divisive show. I don't understand why. And, I'm just kind of taking the narrative. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of taking the narrative at its word and just kind of seeing where it takes us. And so far, where it's taken us has been really good. So we're going to go ahead and get started on Star Wars The Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 7 Choice. Here we go. They were very cute kids. I really want to know more about that too. What was the Yeah, see, we don't see her set the fire. Did she though? Did she? Oh, oh, knocked her right out. See, this is why I'm like, tell me what is going on, Soul. Like, and if I were May, I would be like, yeah, no, absolutely, tell me, I want to know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Brendok, 16. Okay, good, good. We're getting so this is another flashback episode. Why do Jedi need metal detectors? Are they digging for rare coins? Okay, so they're cataloging minerals and flora and fauna, I guess. Well, that's what it looks like, at least. I'm still kind of mad that we didn't get to see Kelnaka's fight to survive. What's he saying? Oh, is he warning about the weather? Can Wookiees do that? He look he looks bored as hell. Is that Torben, I think his name is? He's like, this is boring, Mom. I don't want to do this. It is unwise to insult anything about a Wookiee. Ah, he doesn't like camping, and I'm the same way. Oh, okay. I mean, Wait, what? He's looking for a virgins. Okay. So you think that this planet has life because it has a virgins? Do you think Torben's convinced though? I just find it funny that they've got metal detectors. Uh-huh. See? I knew. Okay, Carrie Ann Moss, I'm really starting to dislike you. Everybody has different teaching and learning styles, lady. Whatever. Okay, what? What are they looking for? Okay. So it's not like they're without technology. Oh, are those the two birds that Osha and Mae, or not birds, dragonfly? I don't know. Insects. I don't know. I'm really bad at cataloging life, apparently. Oh, go someplace that has meaning. I remember this scene. They have a weird way of relating to each other. Okay, so Soul was like, I don't want to say stalking. He was observing them, I guess. Whoa. Oh, okay. I thought for a second that was like the stranger or something. And I'm like, whoa, what? Okay, all right. So he's probably like, oh, we got a cult or something. Okay. And so he went off to see where they went. That makes sense. I'm sorry, but he's kind of lousy at keeping his distance. There's no way they couldn't have detected him. He's just not doing a very good job of being stealthy here. He's like, oh, well, I found their compound. That is big tall. Spider Soul. He can make it because he's in control. Oh, dear God. I'd be like, no. Oh, okay, all right. So he's spying on them now. And he's seeing really unfavorable snapshots right now. But what he's taking away from it is that they are force training children, which the Jedi apparently have some kind of an issue with. Just waiting for one of them to suddenly snap and look back at him. Don't treat them like children. He. Okay, all right. Okay, so I understand his motivation, and I I applaud that, but he hasn't seen enough. Oh man. Oh, the road to hell. What is it paved with? Okay. I mean, that's good reasoning. Soul is like, don't leave me out of this. Okay. And then I kind of remember the confrontation. They just walk right in. Just walk right in. Hello, how's everybody? Nice little family you got here. It'd be a shame if we had to do something about it. Like and that was the vibe that I got from them in that episode, you know? I mean, that doesn't look like 50, but Kalnaka. Okay, that was, you know, that was aggressive. Uh-oh. What's going on, Torben? Wow, so she just isolated him mentally. She's like bargaining with him or something. What is going on here? Wow. This is one hell of a seduction. She must perceive him as being the weakest one. Ask her what? Man. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Torben was like, okay, I want to get the heck out of here now. They're like, "What did you do?" Actually, they're probably more like, "What happened to you?" They marked her sister with their tattoos. Yes, thank you. Yet. Okay. I mean, he's. Ooh. Jesus. Indara is just like so severe, you know? Like, I understand the pragmatism, but, you know, you can't deny that emotions can be very valuable in trying to, suss out and figure out a situation. You don't want to rely on them too much, but they can be helpful. Suppressing them entirely is not right. That hurt, you know? Okay. All right. Yes, I am interested to see how this test goes. Now, is that a Wampa? A Pokemon. What is Ascension? Yeah, it is. With time and experience? Okay, but those those words are open to interpretation though. No kidding. Okay. That was smart. Okay, Madam Vulcan. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. With flying colors. Hmm. Uh-oh. Said no. Wow. Corbin. I don't know. You're getting pretty emotional, Soul. I find myself in agreement with Indara. M count. Ridiculously force sensitive. Symbionts? What? So a Vergence took one conscious and dispersed it among. The girls are not Vergences. They were created by. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right. Yeah, May really lost her shit right here. I was like the first time I was like, oh, okay, I could see how she could go dark side then. So they're trying to stop. Soul is trying to stop Torben. And then, I mean, let's talk about this mother here. She's giving Osha what she wants. I mean, talk about sacrificing for your future. Wow. The hell? The hell? So her mother just instructed her, the other mother instructed her to, why not? And I'm deciding, oh, okay, What the hell? Like, are they doing this because they think the Jedi are coming? I am so confused about why some of these actions are happening. All right, time to be Spider-Man. Okay, all right. We saw her do this, right? Ooh, pretty fire, you know? Make the jump? Oh god. So they're trying to stop what? They're trying to stop Torben? But Soul seems to have kind of hijacked him and been like, I don't know. Oh boy. Okay, I remember this part. See? Okay. Okay. So she did start the fire, but she was also trying to put it out when it happened. Yeah. See? She didn't want to start the fire. Yeah, she did start it. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay. What do you I was going to say what are you going to do now? Okay, come on, Spider Jedi. What are you going to do next? Are you kidding me? You're just gonna walk up to him and be like, get out of the way? I love that. Okay, all right. Asking questions. Ooh. Oh God, no. Whoa. What the hell? Wait. What are you doing? Dude, that was a terrible move. Yeah. She. Oh my God. That was a terrible move on Soul's part. Dude, Soul, you killed her mom. That's okay. Say what you want about the Jedi's like actions here. Them trying to take them all on in a fight is probably not a good idea. Corbin's just blocking them, no problem. He at least seems to feel shame for what he's done. Okay, all right. Mining chemicals and fire, probably not a good thing. What what is with this turn to ash thing that they do? Oh dear God, what is going on? So what, they've taken over Kelnaka's mind? Oh God, I wouldn't want this fight for so many reasons. Jesus. So what did they do to Kelnaka? What? Well, he took it on the face, man. Okay, so he disarmed him. Yeah, that's still not a good place to be in, tactically. And I'm sorry, if they've all turned to like dust or ash, where are they vocalizing from? Okay. Wait. Okay, did that kill them? What just happened? Go. So what killed them was like a psychic battle with the Jedi? Oh man. I mean, at least they're reaching for each other at this point. You should have called out to them. Oh my god. Dang. Wow. Ooh. Dang. That's a good question. Oh, that is one hell of an omission. Dang. Okay. And I remember this part too, but damn. Yeah, there was a lot they did not tell you in episode 3. Oh man. His voice as he says it. He knows. Wow. Hold on, I'm just checking. There's no post credit scene, right? Okay, there doesn't appear to be one. Holy hell. Damn. Give me just 1 second, and then I will launch into the review and reaction part. Hello, Miss Trouble. You've been a very good girl. Yes, you have. You've been a good girl. Okay. All right. Um, so I think what I'm gonna do, before I start talking about my reaction, review, analysis of all of this, I'm just gonna go and look over the chat and see what you guys have been saying. So, let me just go ahead and get back to, let's see, culture wars and EU lovers. I'm an EU lover and I like this show. um, for those of you that don't know, Hail to the Geeks is a coworker of mine, and it was funny because when I came to the library that we both work at, um, Hail to the Geeks is one of the very few people that I have ever met that knows more about Star Wars than I do. Like, I was immersing myself in the EU as it was coming out. Like, I loved that stuff. And I stopped at a certain point. Hail to the Geeks never did. All right. Hail to the Geeks is one of the very few people that I can lose a Star Wars trivia contest to and feel no shame about it whatsoever. So, so just know that. All right. I wish I knew how to make prosthetics. I would totally cosplay as Saba Sabatine. I see. I don't know who that is. So, for real, Torben is just like a teenager that's been on a camping trip for 7 weeks and got restless and annoying. Okay, to be fair, I would have been that teenager. Okay, like I can do camping for a little while if I'm with people that I like. But after a certain point, I want to be where my bed is. I want to be where my stuff is. I want to be where my computer is. I would have been that annoying teenager, I guarantee you. So, all right, either they have the right or they need permission. Yeah, there, and there's just so much we don't know about Jedi doctrine and dogma at this point in the galaxy's history. Maybe they are permitted to do that. Maybe they, you know, maybe they were skirting an ethical gray area. It's a really good point. So, Leia Rose, I'm sorry I didn't see you while you were here. Good to see you. Welcome. She's cold but logical. Yeah, yeah, she's a Vulcan. Sacrificial misquote. I'm telling you. All right. Kay says that the hole or the tree is the virgins. Okay. Uh, Torben's first name must be Leroy. Leroy Torben! Kirill has always been sus. Yeah, I know, right? I do not know what to think of her, but yeah, she was I feel unnecessarily aggressive in several different parts that were pretty key. So, Soul, you were supposed to stop him. Yeah, no kidding, right? Like, what the hell? But then he's like, my twins are in danger. You, come on, don't be weak. It's all a series of misunderstanding for the most. It really is. It really is, and along with one or two not so noble acts at kind of key moments. Here comes the essence transfer. What was Kirill smiling about? Was Kirill smiling about? See, yeah, exactly. There are things going on here that I still don't know what is going on. The Kylo theme again. I can't even recognize the Kylo Ren theme, so I'll probably just have to killed or passed out. And then what a choice to have to make. Go take your barrage vow now. That's right, Torben, go. Nobody likes you. That's why you didn't get asked to prom. She is a Beryl Jedi Master from the new Jedi Order. Oh, really? Okay. All right. I've heard of Beryls. I don't remember what they look like, but I'll probably look it up later. Because I remember like Beryls do have a reputation. So me either, and I thought I knew a lot of Star Wars. Yeah, no, it's there are certain scenes and there are certain characters that I can recall pretty easily, but there's a lot of stuff that I've read that I've forgotten. Yeah, Hail to the Geeks here. Not so much. She kind of remembers everything, so. Okay, all right, so let's talk about this episode. First of all, I would like to say, again, I am enjoying this show. This is just one of those shows that it takes place in a in a place on the timeline that not a lot of writers have necessarily kind of mucked around in, and in my opinion just mucked up. Because like you take the period between like the prequel trilogy and then the sequel trilogy, all of that has just been mined so much, like the Clone Wars, the hunt for Jedi, um all kinds of stuff that has just been like, if they haven't made a movie or a show about it, then some author has wanted to, write about that time period and come up with their version of what, is as close to canon as they're going to get. And, I mean, that's fine. I think we've gotten a lot of good stuff from that. I also think that when all of that material gets overly mined and written on and written about, that you create a kind of a stifling version of canon that serves to start dividing your fandom. What I like about The Acolyte is that it takes place 100 years before the Battle of Yavin, and you've got a period where the Jedi are very different than what they are a century or most of a century later. And so I like that there are kind of customs and maybe laws or rules in place that Jedi have to follow that they might not have necessarily been following even during the time of the prequel trilogies. So I really like that, and I really like that there are other Force-using traditions in this galaxy that are getting a little bit of exploration. I think, for instance, like the Jedi, okay, yeah, we've heard a lot about the Jedi. We know so much about the Jedi. We know quite a bit about the Sith, too, which essentially the Sith are, at least I think if you go back to the original Sith, they're basically fallen Jedi. And they evolved into something else, a different type of Force-using tradition that is, kind of the opposite coin of the opposite side of the same coin with the Jedi, but like with their own things going on, certain traditions, certain powers and abilities, things like that, the Jedi don't have access to. So we know about those two groups. We know quite a bit about those two groups. We know a little bit less, but still a fair bit about the Night Sisters of Dathomir, okay? Because they got covered in the Clone Wars, and they got alluded to by several different other characters in some of the kind of extended universe material. But like, there's got to be more than just 3 force-wielding or force-using traditions in the galaxy, right? And that's what I like about this show. We see this other coven of Force witches, which is going to be a very different type of witch from Dathomiri witches, Dathomir Night Sisters. And I just like that exploration. I like that there is other ways of seeing this power, this force. And so we get to see a lot of that. We get to see other parts of the ritual. We get to see some of the powers that this group of Force witches has. And that the Jedi clearly don't understand because Sol decides to stick a lightsaber in the Coven's mother because he doesn't know what she's doing. And to be fair, I mean, I don't know what she's doing either. It seemed narratively that when Mae came and asked for her help and said there was a fire, she was probably trying to help save Osha. That was probably the intent of what she was doing. But Sol, seeing what happened, kind of freaked out and just grabbed a lightsaber and then just went. And that was not a move that I would have advised him to take. So yeah. The kind of filling in of some of the gaps of what was going on, I was kind of half expecting the Jedi to just be kind of asshole agents of the Republic and trying to enforce the Republic's will on this coven. It turns out that very much was not the case. If anything, Sol was trying to do that. Indara was trying to be like, we're really not supposed to interfere, okay? And I really liked that. I liked that essentially, while Sol's intentions were noble, he mucked it up and really kind of put everybody in a position where it was just like, okay, look, we have caused way too much damage here. And, if you tell the council what actually happened, and, this thing that you did because you wanted to save this child, you're going to take yourself away from that child, and there's no way that she will ever get accepted by the council for training. And so he's just like, okay, well, I guess I have to lie now. So this was much more morally gray than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting the Jedi to kind of be like on the black side of the ledger here instead of the white. And it turns out, I mean, there were kind of good intentions all around. And as some of you have said, series of misunderstandings that just really kind of went off the rails, and things just kind of went into tragedy territory. Um, Still have some questions. Still have, I mean, I do have one or two little critiques. I mean, Soul, again, I like that character and I love the actor who's playing him. He's doing such a good job of expressing emotions and just kind of making himself a believable, like, I really want to be a good person type of character. But man, he took some actions in this episode that I was just like, dude, no, why? And again, noble intentions behind them, but like, with just a touch of Indara's pragmatism, he would have done much better. We saw a lot more of Indara in this episode than I think we've seen before, and there were times that I did not like her, and then there were other times when I'm like, Vulcan lady here is right. I'm a Star Trek fan, by the way, so I'm gonna make some Star Trek references too, like calling Indara a Vulcan. So, anyways, um, the idea when they said virgins, of course, the last time I remember encountering that word is was when they were talking about Anakin and his birth, and it I don't know, was Anakin is a virgins, right? Like, hail to the geeks, feel free to let me know. Like, is Anakin himself a virgins, or was he created by a virgins? Because that seems to be the case with the twins here. They were created by a virgins. They aren't the virgins themselves. So I would be really interested to know, if I've got that distinction right, and if that applies to Anakin as well. So, um, but yeah, the idea that a virgins took one conscience and then put it into two beings is a little unsettling. That basically means that the girls, the twins, need each other. As one lives, so must the other, and as one dies, so must the other. At least that's my interpretation of what that means. And I could be wrong. I'm not, but I could be wrong. All right. But like, that makes me pretty apprehensive. That's like, so we we can't kill one without killing the other, you know. And it does explain why I think I've always felt that, looking at young Osha, I felt like she was a better contender for the dark side, and that Mae would have been more of a contender for the light side than the dark side. Mae was not a perfect little angel, I'll say that. But like, she was she was on the whole much more calm, much more serene, much more loving. Osha was always driven by fear and fear and just wanting things for herself, selfishness, if you self-absorption, I guess, more than anything else. So, anyways, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how the finale plays out. Um, because yeah, if you kill one, you kill in the other, is what it seems like to me. So, like, are these two even gonna survive to the end here? And again, what is the deal with Space Jason? Because I really want to know: is he a Sith? Is he an actual Sith Lord or Sith apprentice or something? I really want to know because really, it that question is going to basically tell us whether or not Ki-Adi-Mundi is actually lying when he says in The Phantom Menace, the Jedi haven't dealt with the Sith in over, what, like 2 millennia or something like that? And, I kind of want to know. Like, is he telling the truth in The Phantom Menace, or is he covering? I mean, either way, it works for me. But uh, we need to find that out because keep in mind, I know that it looks like he could be a Sith, and he could be. All right, but keep in mind, Asajj Ventress tried to pass herself off as a Sith, and she looked the part. She had the dark force abilities. She had a lightsaber and everything. She just made the mistake of saying that she was Sith to Count Dooku, and Count Dooku was like, "I'm sorry, what? Come here and say that to my face, you little liar." And that's basically what happened. So, my point is that Space Jason could be lying, okay? And I know that a lot of people like I could see a lot of people learning that he isn't a Sith, and then they're going like, "No, that's wrong. No, he's a Sith." But again, it's not like there are characters that haven't tried to pass themselves off as Sith when they weren't. So, anyways, this was a good episode. I enjoyed it a lot. It's yet another flashback episode, and I think it's an appropriate episode before we get to the finale, which is going to be the next watch along. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed them, please go ahead and thwip the like button. It really helps me out. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing as well. What did you think of this episode? What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you about this show. And I think that's it. Thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Okay, again, that was such a good episode. I really liked it. So, um, let's see. Where did I? Okay, like she wanted the escalate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't. I feel like Vernestra, Coral, um, and probably to a lesser degree Kelnaka. Like, I really want to find out more about those three characters by the end of this show. So I really hope we get more about them and Space Jason, because it's freaking Manny Jacinto, and I just he's so much fun to watch. Like, I want to know what's going to happen with him. All right, but I got a weird, wild theory, says Kay, that the big bad Sith Lord we haven't seen yet may have essence transferred into Mother Coral originally. Ooh, that's yikes. I mean, anything's possible at this point too. So I'm God. If that ends up being right, that would be terrifying. All right. Let's see the Barandu Sage or the White Current. Hail to the Geeks, I need you to explain that one to me. If Osha and Mae are the same, then one can't die without the other, so that's how Mae survived. Yeah, that's true. Um, They need each other to balance. Yeah, okay. I missed Mr. Moon this episode, and could be Tenebrous. Darth Tenebrous, you mean? Would Tenebrous be Plagueis's master, right? Again, anything is possible. We just don't know. So, oh, those are different force sects. Oh, okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. That he may have helped create the girls. Dang, that would, oh man, that would just be yikes. That would just be terrifying on like an existential level, you know? I mean, like that's some Lovecraft stuff there. So, but yeah, anything's possible at this point. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a good watch. Now remember, tomorrow I'm going to be watching the finale, and what I've done is I think I've set it for a 9 o'clock viewing time. I don't remember if it was 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I'm actually going to check right now, but I think oh, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I've got um I've got 9 o'clock, so that'll be when I stream tomorrow, 9 p.m. So be sure to tune in for that, and then in case you weren't here when I announced it, the Tuesday watch along show after Star Wars: The Acolyte is going to be Star Wars Andor. So we're gonna watch at least the first two episodes and see what I think of it when I actually pay attention to it. So, um, let's see. So one of the things that I mentioned earlier before we got started, if you're just here for Star Wars: The Acolyte, then we're basically done for tonight. Now, if you're here because you want to hang out with me, we're gonna do a little bit more because um, I have not watched the trailer for Captain America, Brave New World, which I didn't it drop sometime like last week or something. Um, yeah, I've had power problems, so I haven't been able to watch it. But if you guys want, we could try to watch it right now, and I could react to it. So let me know or stick around for that. I'm going to go ahead and close the Disney Plus window here. And then, or actually, I could just go ahead and go to YouTube on this window and find it. Try searching to get started. YouTube, what is wrong with you? Oh, duh. I'm on an incognito tab. That's why it's acting so weird. All right, let's try that again. Okay, let's see. Captain America, Brave New World. Where's that trailer? All right, got 15 million views in 3 days. Nice. Okay, all right. Okay, guys. So I have to make a decision here. Okay. So here's the thing. Um, we can approach this one of several different ways. What we could do is I can play the trailer and mute the sound and and just kind of react to it by listening to headphones. All right. Um, the reason I would do that is because otherwise YouTube is going to copyright claim this stream. My watch along streams have not been copyright claimed because there is no copyrighted material on them. So I would like for that to remain the case. So we could do it that way. You'll see it but not hear it. Or I could start my next stream. I could start the gaming stream. I don't care if those get copyright claimed. So and I can play the trailer with sound, and you guys can watch it like in a corner on the screen here with me, so you'll get the full experience, including me reacting to it. So there's that option as well. I don't know. Do you guys have a preference? Because at this point in time, I think I want to do that. Like I want to make sure that I don't get any copyright claims on my watch along streams. Just I know it'll come back and bite me in the butt. So all right, so we don't have a preference here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna end this stream. I'll be back in like 5 minutes with my next stream, and then we'll go ahead and just do that one. Like we'll do the trailer reaction there before I start playing The Legend of Zelda. All right, so if that works for you guys, then that works for me as well. So, but so with that said, then in that case, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. So for those of you that will be joining me on the next stream, I'll see you over there. For those of you that are not, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and I will see you soon. But in the meantime, this is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.